If y'all didn't know, man, you know, I was letting y'all know that, uh, what was going on and stuff with the vectors. That's why I but I was on an Uber ride and I was taking a dude to over there on Canal somewhere. And it was about like 4 minutes like from his drop off. And it's like I rode over like a patch of bumps on 16th and like Canal. And it's like after I rode over the bumps, the car just started bouncing like a low rider. So I was like, man, what the hell is going on, man? So I let the rider know. I was like, man, hold on, I gotta check to make sure we all good. But it felt like, the wheels they came off or something. So jumped out, doing the line because it's gonna help the watch time. I'm almost like, I got like what, 1,300 watch hours now, and I need 4,000, to see if I can get apply for remonetization for this channel. So I'm gonna pay for it though. In the new year, I'm paying for all my channels. So make sure y'all subscribe to all my channels. I got my gaming channel, LCDAONE Gaming, LCDAONE Reacts, LCDAONE Star Engagement Videos, my sports rundown show, LCDAONE TV, that's the podcast. Illmatic 124, my basketball channel. I'm about to start back hooping too, so now I'm shut my car down for a month, so yeah, but I'm not gonna really be driving it like that when I get it back because it really is like what she said. It was like $7,000 worth of like repairs once they inspected it, and I'm only getting $2,000 worth, of work done. So I'm just getting the tire rods because the tire rod had popped out on the passenger side. So if y'all didn't see the vlog, look at the vlog. And it's like I already knew I needed
This is 47.
ball bearings.
Doors closing.
I need the ball bearings and stuff like with the ball joints. I need ball joints because on the driver's side, it's like after like I was going like 60 miles per hour, the car started wobbling and shit. And then, this is dealership, so I'm not gonna be cheap at all because now, like I said, I'm doing Uber, so this is my ride share career. And before, the car broke down, I did about almost 900 trips. So, and then I started doing Lyft too. So, that all that, this my Uber, I just call my ride share career, like my NBA 2K. It's dope too, man. 'Cause y'all seen it, man. Y'all been seeing where I've been going, like, that one place I went in Oakbrook to. This guy had like a mansion, like it was a castle though. That was the most impressive thing I ever seen, man. It really it just corporate motivate me. That's what I call it. Not Doug motivate me, corporate motivate me now. Because I am a entrepreneur. I got my production company, so that's why I'm doing Uber. So I can finance my business, man. And then, as y'all know, I rap, so that's just me. Y'all can follow me on everything, man. Spotify. I'm on everything, Pandora, YouTube Music. And just give me enough time to really finish my project. I got 4 songs left on this new record. LCDAONE Don Father. Part 1. So this is the first installment of I think I'm gonna have like a 3 series, like for this record. Because I did the same thing for my Hefe project. I got 3, records for that. 1, 2, and 3. That's 1, 2, and 3. Y'all can see that. Y'all can go
Doors open on the right.
search my name, LCDAONE. I'm on everything. So anyway, I got 4 records, to finish, and I'll be done with the project. But as y'all know, like I was telling y'all, like it's hard to really do it now because over here in the hood now it's different now because it's like it ain't that much ambience like how it used to be, but it's a lot of traffic. It's a lot of cars and shit. It's noisy and stuff. I record by my front living room, and I could move my setup because like I have shown y'all, I rebuilt my old system. so I can move my computer. I can take it, I can take it to my bedroom, or I can post up in the washroom with it because it's not attached to an internet, and I'm not reattaching that old setup to an internet because that's how I think my computer got hacked. Because I started hearing my shit out here and stuff. People saying my words and all that stuff. And, when I heard Drake and Nicki Minaj saying my shit, I was like, huh? I'm underground. Like, how y'all hear my shit? But, they got street teams, and I'm at the Art Institute, so they knew my shit. Like, they heard my stuff on YouTube, so no telling who is who. But we got little group down there with
This
now.
is Indiana.
Them motherfuckers rough, man. They stole my Ray-Bans, and I got my new Ray-Bans right here. Paid $350 for these. They stole the ones that my lady bought from me, $250. I couldn't believe when them little niggas stole my shit. Like, I was like,
Bronzeville IIT is next.
and it been crazy shit happening because we about to get a raise.
Doors open on the left.
And I'm almost 19 years in it. And they be hating and shit on the OGs down there and shit. The ones that help us keep the contract at the Art Institute. Without us,
Please be considerate when talking.
it'd be terrible down there,
Listening
man.
to electronic
We just basically training the new staff. But they came with a new company, Allies.
Please keep your
We
belongings on the
securitized,
seat
so
next
they
to you,
basically
so
rolled over
others
with a
may sit
cheaper
down.
company. This company cheap as hell, man. They don't have no incentives, no type of perks, nothing. And they keep lying about shit. They keep making rules every week. They got a handbook you're supposed to follow. That's one thing I can't say about Securitize. At least we follow they protocol, like they handbook. They follow this company, man. They keep changing up shit. So now they trying to give me a write up. They did give me a write up Monday, I think it was the last day. Because I'm relieved they make me a designated relief, but it's an assignment that everybody's supposed to do. It's a regular position. Then I didn't want to do all the other stuff. Then they mad because of that, because I didn't want to do the external position outside detail, called it PSO2. I didn't want to do no flex supervisor. They kept asking me, no. I got my own business. I kept stressing that to them. I have my own company. I have a production company. I'm only there. I only came back to get money to finance my business. That's why I'm in the stock market, because I tried everything. I tried my music. They started changing the shit up with the payout for the music. The mechanical work, you start slowing up because everybody's screaming now. And then them little niggas over there in the O Block area, they go to the big group first. Then my cousin on the west side, the drama ward, they pay them out first. It's a lot of them, so if you're not in it, you don't understand it. Like, man, it's like and I don't even, perform. I don't do none of this shit around here. I'm not ever doing that around here. These some violent motherfuckers, man. But anyway, I tried my music shit. Start slowing up. I'm trying to finance my business so I can film more. I'm really trying to direct. Because after they was teaching me at Chicago State, I was a media student. I was in the media. I got 3 hours left. I had my degree, but that shit probably would never happen because I'm not going back up there. And they tried to offer me a radio show up there, but I'm like, I'm seeing how the students that did go through that program and graduated, they returned back.
Doors open on the left.
Like my homie Barry Dow, no offense, my homie, that's my woe. But it's like the apple don't fall too far from the tree. And the only person really, I can say that's really taking a step outside the box, and it's my homie Chanel. She's the one that said it. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. Because she's with an African network. Y'all can check out Chanel Oliver. She's doing her thug, like, and she said she about to go back to Africa because she got up with, this is a documentary, I guess, but it's a series. Africa the Beauty. Just check it out, man. Shit dope as hell, man. Like,
they gonna talk to you like that.
she leveled up big time. After she did her MSNBC thing with Tamron Hall and Tom Brokaw and shit, she came back, man. I'm talking about she on Swag TV too. Yeah, so y'all can check out on Swag TV. 24.3. It's like a format for black women. That's what the show is all about. Black women. It's on 20. It's on. I don't know the name of the program. I gotta ask her, but she still do that show. It's locally it's 24.3, but on cable I don't know, what it is on cable. But she doing her thing, man. I'm talking about, man. I told her she gonna get a consignment with Netflix for real, because her shit is amazing, man. She came back, got her own. Same thing I'm trying to do. She got her own crew. She got panoramic view. She got drones and shit. Her shit is amazing, man. Check out Chanel Oliver on YouTube.
Oh no.
Chicago State, one of the finest up there.
Oh, he won't go to school.
He probably in head. Besides Derek Down, because he really touched Hollywood like that. He did all the little shows and shit. He was I seen him on CS. He was just showing like his montage of his work, and I didn't even know he had did like an extra role on what's that CSI with Shamar Moore on CBS. He did a whole bunch of shit. And I didn't even know that, but, that's my homie and shit, and I can solicit him for my projects too. But he in Hollywood.
Oh, you ain't tell me that one.
But now he a professor at Chicago State. Same thing like Herb Kent was up there with us. Before he died, he was still like going to do his regular job at Clear Channel, B103. And then he would come back to Chicago State and mentor and teach us, the etiquettes of the business, pros and cons and shit like that. Yeah, I just had to sidebar that, touch on that, man. She on her shit, man. I keep shouting out, man. She is on her shit, man. For real. And she enlightening people about Africa and the shit that we don't know. Where a lot of stuff originated from. Like a lot of creations came from innovations came from Africa, man. She was talking about chocolate and shit. I didn't know chocolate really originated there in Africa. Like a lot of our export stuff that we use in our states come from Africa. So a lot of shit. She do this shit. She do like short clips now on Instagram, her YouTube. But every day she posting some shit.
This is Sir Mac McCormick.
But she's doing a thing like how when Derek Dow was in his car, he had got like a sponsorship or something for Ford Focus. And he was the first person I seen that had celebrities in his car. And he was interviewing like real, he was just moving around the city. Like I said, his status was there because he was like one of our best students in our department at Chicago State. And he had when I seen him, he had Virginia King in his car one day. I was like, damn. And he was just interviewing people, moving around. He won the Full Focus contest. And it's like, that was the most incredible shit. It's like this concept, amazing, man. But Chanel taking that tone, she's doing it like short clips before she go back to Africa, to continue her program on that network. African, it's called African Central or something like that. I don't know if she started the network, because in her caption on her YouTube, it say that she owns the network. So I asked her, I was like, yeah, Chanel, you own that network? Like, that's dope as fuck, And I think how she really got there is because her baby daddy is from, her first baby daddy is from Nigeria. And when we was here, when she's still here, but when we was at Chicago State, when she was a student, she asked me to help her with her project. She was doing a documentary because her baby daddy was locked up. He was in Milan, Michigan. Y'all didn't get a chance to see like that shit, but I still got like some of her video clips on my old camera. That's why she would come get me, because I was using my camera to film her project. Because at Chicago State, we would have to rent out the equipment and shit. There was like so many students that, they give us time to do the project. But I bought my own camera, my first consumer camera.
The crazy thing is,
for my company. And the students would ask me,
the crazy thing
to come get me, to help them with their projects.
Alea didn't get away with nothing. She should have took heed from the ass whooping Alea got.
To Milan, like about, for about a month, going to visit her baby daddy in the prison out there. It was cold as fuck out there. But Michigan, they shit hit different. It's cold as hell in Michigan, boy. But in the wintertime. But that's how we started. We was vlogging, and we were on content back then that we was vlogging. Until I seen the YouTubers now, DDG, Cash Nasty, Damian Prince. I I started seeing them. I was a rapper, like I told y'all, and I was making tutorials on YouTube about how to make beats and shit like that. And I seen them. We was up there studying what they was doing. They started vlogging. See how everybody started, it trended. And everybody started shipping. Now most of the rappers, they got podcasts and this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But I was already doing it, so I just started going with the algorithm and the trend. And everybody started vlogging the shit. I started vlogging the shit now. You know, and that's how I ended up getting I got 9K subs on that thing. I got to monetize because I was using other people's clips.
This is Roosevelt.
And they I think man, this motherfucker, when you start doing this shit,
This is a green line train to Harlem and
page though, like for real. And I got 9 channels, so I broke all my content up because I had like a lot of shit on one channel. So I got individual channels for everything I do. This my vlogging channel, my brand channel, my music. And I've been showing y'all that the document, you know, like the actual, I don't know what they call it. The process when I'm, making a record. I'm doing I showed y'all everything this time versus my first go around when I was showing y'all beats. I wasn't even showing y'all how to make the beats. This time I'm really trying to, convey that to people, to show y'all what the artists go through, the independent artists go through. You gotta do everything now. Shit. You gotta know how to produce your shit, edit your shit, engineer your shit, record your shit, do the direction for your shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen the green screens, y'all seen it all, man. I showed y'all what the indie artists go through now, because now that's like the part of, how can I put it? That's a necessity now. If you want to be a rapper now, out here. So there's no real record deals anymore. There's no record companies like that. And you make more money now as an indie artist versus if you was signed with a label. But the streaming ain't gonna never go away. That shit is amazing. I got 150 songs online. And since I've been online, I have never performed nowhere.
Look at my eyes.
And I got about 4,000. I earned about $4,000 streaming. Like I said, I'm never performing in Chicago because it's too fucking violent. And I'm not dealing with this shit yet. Like they killed that little shorty out west, Suggs, what's his name, Suggs? Tug. The white dude out there when he was streaming up live. This is the only way y'all see me streaming live. On the trains or the buses. You'll never see me streaming anywhere like chilling in a car somewhere in Chicago. Never. I go around the white people, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you'll never see me streaming. That's why I'm streaming now. I always get on the front of the caboose because they can't do all the choking and shit like that, but they still do. And the conductor can come out here and really tell them, get off the cart and shit. That's why I'm always on the front. And if you have niggas laid out on the motherfucking carts and shit, like this is their fucking career and shit. So that's why I be up here, to avoid situations and shit. And I'm security, so I'm protective services, so I'm alert like a motherfucker. See? Too early for that shit. But anyway, I was just going off into election, man. But like I said, my brand, I'll probably be back in that thing in November. I'm gonna likely do Uber Eats. But I can't really rap like that because I'm gonna put $5 grand in. I gotta put $5 more grand in it. So I'll be prepared for
I'm right here.
next season.
Adams and Wallback.
I'll be prepared for really
Adams and Wallback.
And it's like I'm gonna rock that shit like I said every day. 365. If I earn $200 or if I earn $130,
I'm at the Prudential.
I'm gonna earn about $50 doing Uber. If I earn 230. I'ma earn about 89,000. If I earn about $300 a day, I'ma earn about $109,000 for Uber and Lyft, Uber Eats. And I only rolled for 2 months before my shit broke down, and I was gonna take it to the shop anyway
This
in
is
November
Adams and Wabash.
because that reason I got 900 trips under my
Transfer
belt.
to orange, pink,
You know, I'm almost at a gold
trains
tier.
at Adams and Wabash.
I'm almost at a gold tier with the
Doors
Uber.
closing.
And with Lyft, I'm at like almost at like a silver or something. And I get the bonuses and shit. And they got bonuses and they, well, it's called turbo zones or whatever. And it's sizes and shit, you know, for a ride in that area. So if it's like a $10 ride, then I'm in a turbo zone. And they got those, they got an hour and 2 hours like period. For a $10 ride, if it's like 60% turbo, the ride would be $16 versus a $10 ride. That's how that shit works. Lyft. But my cousin said he at an elite level, so I want to see what that's like. You know, but my stats, I'm building my stats up. But you know, I'll be down for about a month. I'm gonna do Uber Eats when I get back in the ride around the hood. Be real careful though, because I ain't really go fuck with the East end over there. But I'm gonna get my goal level, you know, as soon as like now that you know I'm activated for passengers and stuff. Because I was a diamond level, that was the highest level you could reach with Uber Eats. But when they activated me for the passenger Uber X, they put everything together, so I got to start over with my acceptance and my stats. So I was at I think I'm at like a 68% acceptance rate. I gotta have 75%, and I gotta have at least 4% of cancellations. And yeah, what's the other one? I forget the other criteria, but I think I met the first criteria. I forgot what it was though. But the other ones, you know, I gotta have like 75% for my acceptance rate. And this just to get the gold, you know, and I guess, I don't know if that's the highest level that you can get with Uber, with all your shit, all your stuff that you have, like the Uber X and Uber Eats. But I'm building my stats up, man. And Uber Eats is probably faster because, you know, you go to like them areas like on the east side where there's not a lot of delivery service because it's so violent, like I was saying. And people, well, the drivers, they be scared to go over there. And probably because of other reasons, they probably get robbed and shit. You know, they be shooting and shit. And it's like, and I can say, man, the east side is kind of fucked up. Because my first trip over there, delivering Uber Eats, I was going to the Chinese Express, right over there in that like Mall Strip area. And I had just got there. I had pulled up. I'm talking about this broad daylight outside. Bunch of old ass niggas standing right in front of the Chinese Express. You know, they was soliciting and loitering, first of all. And the mall security, young motherfucker, he down there, he hollering at hoes and shit. But anyway, I pull up to the Chinese Express, my hazard lights on. I'm about to jump out and grab this man's order. It's my first delivery on the east side, on the east end. Man, I pulled up, this motherfucker ran up to the car, old ass nigga. He had like a sweater on and shit, and, you know, he had this pockets like this, like he had a pistol and shit. Talking about who that? I'm looking at this nigga like, looking at all that old ass like, motherfucker, I'm Uber Eats. And that's before I hear my decal logo. So that's very important, especially in areas like that. You gotta have your decal logo. It's called, that's the logo for the ride share you doing, Uber, Lyft, or whatever. That shit very important in certain neighborhoods, like bad neighborhoods, like the west side, oh my God. Every time I went over there, it was some situation. That shit is terrible. Especially, I'm talking about the hood areas over there around Cape Town and all that. That's why I stay away from that shit. When I start my trips, I'm in Bridgeport, or I go all the way to Lincoln Park because it's like a zone, and they keep you in that area, or the trips will start popping up from the area, like the radius of that area. So I noticed when I would start like down here, like sometimes in a loop, because this downtown, this is Chicago still. So I noticed that when I would start down here, it will always still give me trips out south. You got to go past the loop if you're doing the rides here, Uber Eats, to get the rides for the north side. So that's why I would go. I would start my trips either in Bridgeport, because that was one popular spot, even though it's like the south side too, but it's a whole nother city in Illinois. All right, so it's like they got their own shit, and it's like they should be dope, and it's like they to keep the driver in that area over there, around that area. You don't have to deal with the south side like that. You know, unless somebody order really from that business, you know, that's over in that area, those areas like that. 9 times out of 10, because a lot of blacks don't know about shit over there, like the Chinese pizza and all that type of shit. They don't know about that shit, you know. But if you're doing that, you know, if you are an Uber East driver, and you prefer to do that, your preference, you know, and you don't want to deal with the hood like that, I suggest, you know, if you're on the south side of Chicago, if you're doing anything, go to Bridgeport. That's one good area. And like I said, travel past the loop. I always go to Lincoln Park. I try to go far as I can so it won't give me them trips. Y'all dig what I'm saying? Because if you stay around the area that, you know, like around the south side, because the loop is the south side of Chicago, you're going to get trips around this area, and you're going to deal with that bullshit. But I can say, man, the east side is a little bit different. They hit a little bit different, man, because at nighttime, them niggas be getting high and shit, so they'll order something 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and them motherfuckers fall asleep and won't get up to get their order. And that'll mess you up, your stats up. And that's my, I ain't got to a 10 level, because with Uber Eats, they give you, they got the green, that's the beginning, that's the pro level. Silver, gold, platinum, diamond. I had jumped over the platinum, and I went right to diamond because I was rocking it one day real good, and my shit just took off. Hold on, y'all, I'm getting this candy. I get enough. But yep, I had yeah. But I had got to the platinum level, and I had this one ride, and I got caught slipping. I was going downtown. I was downtown actually, and shorty, he was hip to the game, and he ended up ordering, because it was late at night, like it was like 1:32, something like that, and I was about to stop my rides, you know, but we being greedy and shit, I was like, man, I'm just one more in, man. Fucked around, took that ride. I didn't pay attention to the address. And shorty ordered from the 7-Eleven down here, like over there on around Dearborn or something, the one that stay open like all night. And I took the ride, and when I noticed I took the ride, it was like a $12 ride. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take this one, you know what I'm saying, in the night with this. That's take me back to the hood, you know, so I'm gonna burn gas and all that shit. Yeah, I took that damn ride, man. Got caught slipping. Got out there, you know, the shorty was cool, because it was like he had to order some, what do you order? How you doing there? I don't know, thank you, man. He had ordered some Hennessy or something, right? So I think I'm gonna give one for these. One for these right here. I just see what I can do later on. But anyway, hold on, y'all. Gotta get this back. But I got out there to him and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And everything was cool. Shorty had his ID. I'm talking about he was one of the most decent young people that I had dealt with the Uber. Each shit. He gave me no problem, none of that. Gave me his ID with most varieties. Like I done had a few issues, but a couple old motherfuckers, they was kind of insubordinate. And they wasn't using their ID, they used somebody's account, you know, and just to order the liquor. Then they messed my stats up and stuff because they didn't have the right ID. So I put them in front of them and they dipped off, and I wasn't trying to argue with nobody on no damn liquor. And none of that shit, no. We could get shot on damn liquor and shit. So anyway, got there, so he gave me the ID. Then I was trying to verify his ID, trying to scan it, you know, take a picture of it. I kept getting notification alerts. I was like, at this time of night, like 2 o'clock in the morning, I think it was done, because normally sometimes you won't get no alerts like that, especially around there like that. I'm talking about, man, I had like 10, 12 fucking alerts. And you know, it's like, if you click off of them, like if they start popping up, you gotta normally, you know, to make your acceptance status, your percentage stay the same, you can't really click off the, like a bell sign, keep on ringing until like about 10 seconds until, you know, the alert is done. And I clicked off the first 2 ones. How you doing now? I clicked off the first 2 ones and stuff, right? And I didn't think I was gonna get any more. I was just trying to scan his ID. And they wouldn't let me, you know, scan the ID because the alerts kept coming in. I'm thinking like, okay, you know, I just gotta wait a couple more minutes and shit, you know, after that, you know, after I, you know, do what I gotta do, you know, to get his picture and shit. So I let the first one go through, the second one go through without me clicking off the box. And it's like the alerts, they kept coming in. I had to start clicking off the box, and they just started bringing my percentage down for my acceptance rate. And I was a diamond too at that time. That was my first one. I had a good night too. That was a good ass night. But like I said, it was like back to back. And I had to keep clicking on the box. I was just trying to scan because of ID. You know, just to, you know, so I can finish up the, you know, the actual verification and stuff like that and, you know, complete the ride. And that shit I went on for like 2-3 minutes. And I could see the little cousin was getting kind of frustrated and shit. It's like, I'm in the hood. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna argue or have any altercation, especially when they're liquor or anything out south like that. So, you know, they violent as hell, like that. So, how that? So, they kept on doing it. So I was like, because I know another way I can, you know, complete the trip without having somebody ID. So I just told him, like, man, I got it, man. You know what I'm saying? And it was like windy out there too anyway. So he went to the crib and shit, and it's like after I, you know, did the other little step that went through the issues and shit, and, you know, explained what happened on the trip and why I came such and such with ID. You know, I was able to complete the ride. After I was done and shit, man, that was my last trip. Went to the crib, started looking at my stats, lost my diamond tier. I shot dropped all the way back down to a gold. I was still like, you know, at a good tier where I could make extra money. But I dropped 2 tiers, diamond, platinum. And I went right, diamond, platinum, silver, or gold comes right after that. And I went right back down to gold, you know what I'm saying? I was salty as hell. And it's like, it take a long time to get back, you know, because you got to do a lot of shit, like a lot of rides, you know what I'm saying? You got to do a lot of stuff to get your tiers, get to that tier level. But I learned a lesson, you know. Don't be greedy, and then if I do take a late trip ride or something, make sure I'm far north, so I won't deal with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's the point, period. Like, if you're doing Uber Eats or whatever, you know, and you don't want nobody to fuck your tail up, and I can say the hood, because they be knowing, man. They be knowing what they be doing and stuff, especially when people be ordering late at night. I think they purposely be doing that to fuck your shit up. Because they hate, especially if they see a black driver. Come on, dog. They be, the hood hate, Joe. I will breathe that shit, Joe. Like, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand, boy. Trip. Y'all people going on right now. Look at the rappers, dude. With the damn watches and shit. They can't lie to them, like, they just figure it out. These rappers. That's why I'm out of sight, out of mind. Like, I could have went home if somebody took my brother's glasses. You know? I'll keep going for this shit, man. I got too much work for it. I'm messed up, bro. It was a gift from my lady. Before, you know, she started going through this postpartum shit, she was doing it. But she bought those glasses from me. Surprised we came downtown. I know when you coming this route before when you were going to Macy's and shit. I think you could buy something for her. And she bought me some fucking sunglasses. And she didn't want me wearing the Versace glasses that I had bought for my friend that went to city. No more on my spring. She told me you wear these now. You know, those glasses were cheap, like off the market type of. They weren't real like Versace or whatever. And she didn't want to wear this, you know, on my videos, or my strings. So she was like, you can wear these now. Like, she bought me some real name brand glasses. And they just, you know, stuff. You know. But I ain't never paid no $250. I paid $350 for the ones I got now. Because, you know, I just need something for my, pretty much I was using it for my driver for the Uber shit. But I still needed to do my video project. And I did need to upgrade anyway. Those glasses, they was out of, you know, like, outdated and shit. And plus, you know, I'm a rapper and shit. I was looking at do or die and stuff, and I'm seeing them on interviews, you know, with they glasses and shit. And I'm like, I gotta get some new, you know, tints and shit, you know, especially for my new stuff I'm about to put out. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm gonna put my shit on right now. Let me put my glasses on for y'all, man. Cause I am going through the wind and shit. It's windy as hell over there on my road. But now, you know, now that they stole my glasses, they work. The shit still funny as hell to me. Like, damn, you can't wear them at work, motherfucker. So whoever stole them, I don't know if they still there or they gone because a lot of officers left. You know, like, damn, I would have gave them to you, youngster. All you gotta do is just ask. Like, I would have, if you liked them, I would have gave them at work. They see you wearing motherfuckers every day. Like, damn, is that serious, though? You know, you can't even wear them motherfuckers to work. Crazy. All you little motherfuckers, y'all doing all that overtime down there. Y'all ain't got no bread. Y'all getting them female faces like all day, every day. I can't see myself in a female face all day. At all. Period. I don't give a fuck how fast she is. Like that. Let that bitch breathe, yo. That's what I understand. These new young motherfuckers. That ain't nothing like us, yo. Like, you don't be sweating no pussy, nothing like that. Like, but what? I got money with them. You be in the bitch face for it, yo. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what a new co-worker was saying the other day. She was talking about that. She was like, on the event, she was like, he be having these relationships on the job. And she know, she seen that, she peeped the scene down there. And, you know, it's like real high schoolish and shit. And she peeped it. And I'm like, yep. You know what I'm saying? It's like, up there, it ain't like how it was back then when I first came down here. The little group we had, we was like real mature and shit. Like I told her I would have my folks, they come over to the crib, spend the night type shit. You know, we have our little fun and shit, go back to work. Like ain't nothing happened, don't nobody know shit, private type shit. But these motherfuckers, they all blatantly out with it, like full-blown relationship type shit. Like, damn, and they warned them about it, like, be up in the break room arguing and shit, and it's like on domestic shit and shit, grab it, push it, and I'm like, man, you motherfuckers be at work, dog, like, what the fuck y'all doing? Shit. I stay away from all that shit. I be over there on the other side of the law, you know what I'm saying, with the other staff and all that shit. I don't deal with none of that bullshit, like, our main break room, hell no. Not me. You ain't finna catch me around none of that scene. But they still over there, still spinning booze and shit. And like they was doing that with security guys. Like I think they be on some bullshit making that shit up too. You know, because there's other departments that do come over there, but they pretty much have dominated. Our staff have dominated the break room on the modern side, where no other department want to eat in that motherfucker. They be so ratchet and shit, and ghetto and shit. I want to deal with that shit and listen to that shit all fucking day. That young ass shit. And they be acting like they got money, but you steal my motherfucking glass. And then try to talk. Like I just gave her like the little shorty. She went to, I picked up and everything. Before the cop broke down, taking her places, this shit free, giving me no gas money and shit. Gave her $50 for the G Herbo concert. This little motherfucker trip, yo. I'm talking about she be smoking out and shit, and I be trying to tell her like, you at work, motherfucker, you not supposed to be smoking. I want to smoke all in my car and shit. And I'm telling her, they probably looking at the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling her, like, it's a policy that you can't do that. Nah, I'm not at work. Motherfucker, what are you talking about? If something happened, they make you take a piss, get your ass out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's against the policy. You don't supposed to be doing it. But like when she was like, well, I'm not at work, but you going to work and you smoking. What the fuck are you talking about? You know, these young motherfuckers, they messed up, and I don't know why they so fucked up like that. You know, my daughter was kind of spazzed on me yesterday, and I had to check her ass like, you know, this young group, these millennials, you know, they curved a little bit different. Like, they ain't like how Generation X is. At least we did have some discipline. You know, and I was there for my daughter, so she know better. You know, especially how she was talking to me yesterday. I had to check her like, man, hold on. I'm on some Heathcliff Huxtable. I brought you in this world. I'll take your young ass the fuck out. You know, watch your fucking mouth. Shit. I had to let her ass know, like, shit. I'm your daddy. Your granddaddy ain't your daddy. I'm your fucking father. Watch your damn mouth when you talk to me. And I'm paying for shit still. For you. You better stop that bullshit. They smoking this shit out here. You know what I'm saying? I keep telling them, like, even my little bitch, I try to tell them, stop smoking this shit. Stop paying these niggas. They giving y'all drugs. You know, fucking herb. Cause that shit, the shit we smoked back then, it don't make you act all erratic and shit. You know, my cousin, he smoking that shit. It's like you turn into an addict. You don't supposed to make you do that. For real. Weed don't supposed to make you, marijuana don't supposed to make you act irregular and shit. I was a hooper and I smoked. I was smoking the good shit. It was calm and shit. It made you supposed to be able to think. That's what it's supposed to make you do. Like Michael Jordan and them, Charles Oak, they was blazing there, but they was smoking hard. How you think Mike was out there so level-headed and calm and shit, and when he was playing and shit? That's all it's supposed to do. It's supposed to stimulate your mind, like fuck you up when you jumpy and shit, and paranoid and shit. You know, I mean, humor is part of it. You know, it relaxes your mind and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you can understand shit better. But as far as like being jittery and all that, it don't supposed to make you do all that. If it make you do that, you know, be paranoid and shit and have aggression, your mood change, you don't need to be smoking that shit. It don't make you want to do nothing. No, it's supposed to stimulate. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Stimulate your mind to make you want to do shit. It don't supposed to be the other way around. Okay? And then it don't supposed to make you aggressive. You know, you want to go out and start killing people and shit and all that. No, we don't supposed to do that. You smoking some shit like that, dude. You don't supposed to be smoking it like that. That's why I don't fucking know this shit. You know, the only way I probably would do it is go to a dispensary. Because that's like a medical supplement. You know, it's medically distributed. You know, it wasn't touched, it wasn't, you know, stepped on or none of that shit. You know, it was grown naturally. So that's the only way I would fuck with it. It make a lot of sense too. You know, if you could do a pair of contrast, the people that smoke from dispensaries and the people, because I had a female passenger that I took to an Uber. It was an Uber ride. She had 2 stops. I didn't even know she was going to a dispensary. And we was in Evanston. I didn't know we was in Evanston because the way the Uber directed me on the street, it got me up to Evanston. And we went to a dispensary. She saying when she got in the car, she was jipping and happy and everything. You know what I'm saying? So when we got there, I started looking at the location and shit. And she was like, I'll be right back. You know what I'm saying? I'm going in here and such. I'm like, okay. I started looking at the location. I was like, damn, this is a fucking dispensary, Joe. So I looked it up real quick. I was like, damn, it's a dispensary. I had never been to a dispensary like that where somebody was going to die. And I had to tell my niece and shit, and my lady, she smoking and shit, and, you know, she seemed real fucking happy. You know, because I be noticing, like, the moods of my niece and shit, and when she smoke, my lady smoke, they be moody and shit, and sometimes upset and angry, and I'm like, nah, I ain't never smoking that shit again. Especially somebody selling it here. I gotta go to a real store. I'm not gonna get caught up in that bullshit, yo. But when she got back, she was like, I was like, did you just go to a dispensary? She was like, yeah. You know, I was like, I don't want to have no delays in this career, like, you know, this rideshare career, because, you know, starting day one in 2026, every day I'm trying to earn at least 200 or 300. Like I said, if I earn 300 a day, that's gonna be $109,000 just from Uber, Lyft, and Uber Eats, because I'm combining all of them together. Cause, you know, I ain't going in the crib until I get that amount, 200 or 300. I average right now 150, 250. That's my window of how much I average. Well, I was averaging that. You know, before the car goes down. So this is good though, like I was saying, because I get a chance to finish my record, you know, record my record, and then, you know, I can start, you know, getting the actual like skills and stuff ready for the video part of it, the visual. Start doing music videos. I was trying to do my Dracula 2 music video. That's from the old batch of music. But, you know, I can't do it now because, you know, I can't go pick up my talent. I still can rent a car, you know, and it's like I was trying to do the rental through Uber, but I gotta have a 5.0 rating in order to rent the car. I'm at like a 4.85 or something like that. But, you know, I'm gonna build a stats up, man. It's like, next year, man, I'm going hard, man. It's like, and it's like, it'll be so definitive where I can get to the point where I can deter, you know, for this contract, I don't know how long we got this contract. I think it's like 2 or 3 years, but I do that for 2 years straight, 3 years straight. That's $300,000 right there. Cash money. I'll probably, after I clock out, because I'm not going to spend the money, you know, I'm just going to stack it up. Because in the Uber and Lyft, you can keep your money in that account without sending it to your bank account. So before the end of the year, or when it gets close to the end of the year, like probably about a month before the year is over with, or 2 months, then I send that bulk of money out so I can get the W-9 and stuff. I think I'm gonna get that regardless, but I think I will get it regardless. So I probably still gonna have to send the money out. But I still would have to send it out because I would have to pay the taxes on it because I'll be in a different tax bracket then. So that's like a luxury tax. So I'll be 6 figures. Because that's what Uber just did. Uber and Lyft. It made me a 6 figure. I earn 6 figures now every year. So I made about 8,000 before it stopped, 7,000 before I stopped. Well, it stopped partially. So this year I probably, with this working, I'll probably make about my 60,000. That'll be my gross, annual gross for this year. I'm gonna get 10 grand back, you know, for them. So, but yeah, I'm gonna see how it goes next year. And I'm just gonna let it stack up. I'm not gonna try to spend it like that. It's probably like pinch off of it and shit. I'm not gonna try to spend from those accounts from Uber and Lyft. And then at the end of the year, I cash out. Or I guess
Don't look in the bathroom.
I think I will cash out though, because I'm gonna, you know, see how the taxes go. I know I'm gonna have to pay some taxes because I'm earning too much next year. With security and that, I'll probably earn about $160,000. So this is perfect. Like next 2-3 years of this contract, I'm trying to buy a $300,000 house. I want that Porsche, Boxster 911, like Mike Lowry and Bad Boys. I'm gonna work on my teeth. I'm gonna put like 40,000 in my teeth. You know, get my teeth back and start working out and shit real tough. I'm gonna look like 50 Cent. So after this shit is over with, if, you know, they don't renew the contract with this company, I got the option to work for myself full time and in production. And to be a rapper, entrepreneur, and an investor. Well, entertainer, entrepreneur, investor. That's gonna be my title because I own my own company. I'm an investor now, you know, and I'm an entrepreneur. I mean, I own my own shit. Entertainment, so yeah. I set this shit up like a bowling pin, Jack. It took 20 years to do it. It took 20 years. They trying to release something, man. Uh-oh. Oh, Jesus. All right, thank you, man. All right, y'all, man. I'm gonna check out, man. Make sure y'all check out the subscribe on the post. Right on. Pardon me, man.